Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Today I want to show you how to take beautiful succulents. I love and adore them, and it's so nice to see them coming back into vogue because for ages only old ladies had these in their gardens, and I think to myself, why should these just be age specific? Because now they are not. Everybody in the world loves them. And the thing about succulents is there are places in the environment where you live or whichever your climate, whatever your climate's like, that flowers will not actually flower because it's too hot or whatever the conditions are. But a succulent, you know, you can just pretty much put that anywhere and it just keeps going. And the reason it's called a succulent is because it is very succulent. Now this is a design that I have been doing for years. I absolutely love it, and what I wanted to do today was to show you how to take it to another level of almost a little bit posh by bringing in this, using this lovely low container or urn that I've got here. Now this is it's a concrete one, so it's really strong and sturdy. And I'm going to incorporate not only fresh living succulents, but I'm going to fill it out where I've got spaces with some lovely artificial ones. Now the reason I do that is because I like to have a nice container or a nice container of succulents all the time, almost like a design that I can have in the garden. So if people come for drinks, I can put it on a nice table outside and it's lovely and floral. And if I want to bring it inside, so it's one of those arrangements that you can have on hand for inside, for outside, in an emergency, nothing for the table. You can just go outside, bring your container inside and you're ready to go. Now what I've done here is I have put some, and hopefully I'll turn that around there so that you can see it. I've done the basing to start with. So into here I've got some wet foam. Now people will say to you, you cannot put succulents to grow into foam. Yes, you can, and I do it all the time. And as long as your foam, your green foam, is wet or moist, they will continue to grow. Now, because the foam is just a medium in which I'm going to be putting my forms into, I've covered it up with a little bit of moss here. You could use baby tears if you've got them, but be very careful with those baby tears. I'll tell you why. They tend to take over, as I have discovered from one little pot in my garden, which has travelled all around my property and to the neighbours, and I haven't told anybody that it actually came from my place because I don't want to get into trouble. Okay, stop talking and get on with it. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of rattan garland around there. If you didn't have any of that, you could perhaps plant an ivy in and have the ivy going around the sides. Bear in mind that the ivy will take over as well. So sometimes artificial is a great thing to use. You could also use a little garland like this if you wanted to just build up your textures, remembering that this is going to be all green, so the more textures you put into it, the visually more interesting it's going to be. So I'm just going to put that there to sort of like droop down, which could be quite nice. Now, when you put your succulents into your design, make sure that they are slant cut. And this succulent here, I don't know what its name is, but oh, it's so beautiful. When I first saw these, the one that I saw one day was like about that big. It was amazing. And then all down the stems here, and as it gets up and it doesn't have room in there, all along the sides here, little babies come out. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so that just can go into there. Oh, look, I'm loving those textures together. And that little baby there comes from this big one here. So this is the mother and this can be its baby. And I'm just going to push that down into there. Now, there are no hard and fast rules on how to put this together. And remember what I've said lots and lots and lots of times. Don't even try and contain or beat or manipulate nature, because nature will always, always win. So just place it so that you've got some ups and downs and some highs and lows. If you don't know how things grow, just have a wee Google search and just see what they look like. Or better still, when you're outside, apply those powers of observation and just see how it grows, and then you will be set. Now, I've got these little cactusy sort of things. I'm not sure what they're called either, because I think that somewhere in China they designed these and they're not always as they should be. But it's a nice form to be putting into our container. The other thing is, by using the artificial, when the fresh start to take over, you can just remove those and just let the real things have their turn to just spread. This little succulent here's got some lovely colours. Look how beautiful that is. You know, nature's just so perfect with the colours that she provides. And like that green on green is, I absolutely love that colourway because it's so calm and restful. And if you've got a busy environment, it's nice to just sometimes just have a little bit of calm with the green. Now these little fellas here, these little, I think this is called five-fingered thing. It's great. A little bit artificial, but that'd be all right for now for what I want to achieve. Just layering those in there. That's coming out. So I'm just going to push that into there so that, oh, look at that. Look at that beside that. The beautiful greens of that and the lovely textures and shapes beside this beautiful one over here. Isn't that lovely how you, just like a jigsaw, bring your colours together. Now I've got these little spiky things. I'm just going to put those into there. And I just, one of our viewers here at Astar's Place was telling me about a pineapple. She took the top off the pineapple, put it into water, and then when it started to sprout, she put it into soil, and now she's got little baby pineapples. I think that's just marvellous. Right, this here can go in and over to there. So I'm actually gradually just stepping my way into the centre of my design. And I've got this big thing here. Look at that. Oh, that's just lovely. Looks like an agave. I'm just going to put that into there. I've got these little rose succulents. I'm just going to step those into there. I'll have one there and then another one into there, like so. And you can be very rough with these artificial. You can't be so rough with these lovely fresh ones. So I've got two over there, and I'm just going to bring that one round there, and I'll just turn that around so that you can see what that's doing over there. And because I've got the black urn, I thought that I think this is called a voodoo succulent. I'm going to put that in as well so that that sort of like diffuses the heavy blackness of your container. So that can just go into there, and I've got two of those. That one can just sit up and into there like so. So you've got that lovely transition of dark colours from the base up into there, and you've got this beautiful picture of absolute gorgeousness that's going to just continuously grow. This is the other thing that I do. When I know that I've got a function and I have no time for flowers, you can just pick up, say, a cymbidium orchid, or you might have some moth orchids, or you might find some little baby roses. You can just put those in amongst your design, and because we've used the wet foam, it will continue to grow. I hope you have enjoyed having a look at how quick and easy these are to make, and I look forward to hear if you've done anything with succulents. Do Gmail me with what you have done so that I can share with everybody else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you another day.